Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For this video, we're going to go from top to bottom. We're going to do a hand-painted top tier. The middle tier is an edible champagne glitter. And the bottom tier, I'm going to show you how I make that deep, dark navy blue buttercream. First, we're going to make the glitter, and this is going to be a gelatin glitter. So I'm making gelatin according to the directions on the package. Now I'm using the super clear. And for this technique, for this particular color, you don't really have to worry about it so much because champagne has kind of an undertone of ivory. And if you use regular gelatin, it's going to kind of have that cloudy, ivory-ish kind of background color to it, so it's fine. But I like to use the super clear because basically I have it and I need to use it. Either one would be fine though. So we're going to go ahead and heat it up after we have bloomed our gelatin. We heat it up and remove some of the film from the top. Don't worry about getting it all. If you can't, it's okay. Just get as much as you can. And this is the glitter that I'm using. Actually, it's a champagne luster dust that I added to this. And then, I'm sorry, no, it is actual edible glitter. And then I used some gold luster dust in there too. It was like a pale gold. It's the Wilton brand, I believe. So it's not like a gold. And just brush it onto an acetate sheet very, very thinly. You could also use silicone mats. That works too. And honestly, that part has to sit overnight and dry in the air. Just let it air dry overnight. But in the meantime, we're going ahead and getting our tiers ready. I just showed you how I filled it. And I do use a dam. It's a thickened buttercream dam to make sure that my filling does not spill out, especially if I'm doing fruit fillings. And that is our fresh strawberry filling that I'm using on this tier. That's a pink champagne with a fresh strawberry filling. And I can't remember what this bottom tier flavor is. It might be salted. Yeah, it's salted caramel because I use cream cheese filling and a drizzle of salted caramel. Again, with the using a dammed buttercream around the filling, just to make sure that it doesn't sneak out. And that is just a thickened buttercream. Add more powdered sugar to your regular buttercream. That's if you're using American buttercream. Now that other tier, I was busy talking, so I can't remember what flavor that was. But I guess it doesn't really matter because we're not actually talking about the flavors. It's more about the decorations for my videos. So I put them in the refrigerator to chill with the crumb coat. Refrigerator for 20 minutes or your freezer for 10 minutes. And it works out perfectly for me because as I'm working on one tier, I have the other tiers chilling. So when I'm done with a final coat of buttercream on one tier, put it in your refrigerator to chill and continue working on your next tiers. And it just really works out well that way. And again, this is just my American buttercream. I do have a video on how to make this bubble-free American buttercream. It's a crusting buttercream in my videos. I'll try to remember to add a link to where you can find that recipe and the technique on how to make it. Now I'm putting all of the tiers, like I said, in the refrigerator. And now we're going to make the deep navy blue buttercream. So I have some buttercream. I just added the navy blue to it. And the trick here is once you incorporate the color into the buttercream, don't worry about getting it to a deep, dark color because our next step is going to get it to that deep, dark navy blue without having to add all that extra food coloring. And it's fantastic. This is the before. Now we're going to pop it in the microwave for a good minute to 2 minutes. And it's basically going to melt. And then this is the color that you get. And it's fantastic. So since it's melted, I just go ahead and put it in a bowl, cover up with some saran wrap, put it in the refrigerator for about half an hour to start firming up. Just kind of keep your eye on it. Check on it in about 15 minutes. And if it needs some more time, just put it back in the refrigerator. And now we have our rich, deep color, which is going to get deeper after it oxidizes again. It always lightens up when you put it on the cake for some reason, but then it darkens up again as it oxidizes. And that's all we're doing for the bottom tier. Now this is the next day once our gelatin has dried. And you get this very thin film of the sheet of gelatin, and your color is in there, and it's fantastic. You can see that I had more, so I made other ones on those other pieces up on top there. But I'm just going to show you what I do with this one. We're just going to go ahead and tear it into pieces and put it, I do this in stages. I put it into my Ninja here first, and it's going to get it a chunkier consistency. It breaks it down, but it's not going to be real fine. So for the second stage, see, this is about as thin. I knew it didn't have to get much smaller than that. You can go a little smaller than that, but it didn't have to because I put it right into, this is a coffee grinder. And this is what's going to get it that finer consistency to be more of a sprinkles. Or not sprinkles. What's the word? Glitter. I'm sorry. Glitter is the word I'm looking for. And it's amazing how you start with a bigger bulk of this product, you know, the gelatin. And once you get it all ground up, this is all you have left. But honestly, this is enough for one tier. It's actually enough for 2 tiers. I had plenty left over, and you can hold on to this. You can put it in an airtight bag, and it keeps, I don't know, however, forever maybe. It stays good for a very long time. I do not know what the shelf life is on it because I still have some. And this was last fall. And it's still fine. So maybe I'll keep you updated on the progress of this. You might see it again because it made so much. And I'm steaming the buttercream is what I'm doing, just to get it a little sticky so that the glitter will stick to the buttercream. I don't know what took me so long. I think I was just waiting for it to heat up there. So I'm just lightly steaming it with the clothing steamer. If you let it sit out at room temperature, straight from the refrigerator, within 10 minutes, you're going to get some condensation and you'll have the same thing. So I'm just applying it with my hands. Guys, my hands are clean and dry. There might be some food coloring stains on my hands, but they are clean. I promise. There's the whole glove debate. Gloves are fine in my opinion, but if you wash your hands, that to me is just as good. I think a lot of times people, this might be controversial, but I think a lot of times people get overly confident with gloves. If you're wearing gloves, that's fine, but you better make sure that if you touch something else, you change those gloves. You know, because then they're contaminated just like your hands would be. So I just wash them. I wash my hands. That's simple. Anyway, get off my soapbox there. So all of these dowels are cut to the same size. I like to do 5 of the big ones and 3 to 5 of the smaller bubble tea straws on your bottom tier in a 3 tier, just for some extra support. And since this cake is chilled, I was able to lift it up with a skewer through it to guide it and just lift it up there and with no problems. Same with the top tier. In fact, I think the top tier, I didn't even worry about using the skewer because I didn't have to worry about the glitter coming off when I touched it. So this, I just used, gosh, what color did I use? Like I said, this was last fall. I think this is purple with a little bit of black in it. Food coloring, just mixed with Everclear, because the color scheme at this wedding had the deeper purple and the navy blue. So I'm just using a fan brush so that I can get those up swipes. And then I just added some silk flowers. They had different flowers at the venue. I wasn't at the venue, so I couldn't get pictures. So I just added some of my own silk flowers for the final decoration. And this is it, guys. I hope you liked it. Hope you got something. And we'll catch you on the next one. Oh, and remember to like, subscribe, and share. Do all the things.